What up, world? Welcome back. I am Dwayne Langham. This is the Ave, Yolo Ave, the road least traveled, and you have just tuned in for a very special YouTube live broadcast. We in the whip. We on the move. Got some good light for y'all. All right. So, I'm in traffic out and about in hot Atlanta. You see what it's looking like. Yeah, you see all that. It ain't no prettier going this way. Anyway, you saw the title of the video. One, first and foremost, let me get present to you. Lunchtime grind, actually getting into the afternoon grind, a little late for the day. Reason being is because you saw the title of the video today was something a little special. Not a little special, like never had a day like this in my life special. So I just left from meeting my father. And if you want thoughts on what it was like going into that, check out the Facebook Live video for today. But yeah, I didn't feel like doing the normal motivational talks and topics today. With that on my plate, I think it's definitely something to address, and I think a lot of people can relate. As I've shared, I'm creating a modern man's rite of passage to address the missing in society, the statistic that I am a part of growing up without your biological father there, and also the inherent root, or actually no, the inherent symptom of that is not having a rite of passage, not having a positive, mature, masculine role model in your house, passing on blessings, wisdom, knowledge, hand on your back, sense of identity, self-worth, and so forth. And of course, the missing created by that void of not having the father present, period. So anyway, with that work, I felt it is pivotal to get complete and making sure that there's resolution and what's to be explored for myself. So over the last year, I started off with email, eventually a phone call last week, and today we finally met in person. Just met, coming back now. So what was there was truly amazing. And mind you, not full eye contact because I am driving. But what was there was truly a unique experience, I have to say. I've had a considerable amount of training and development. I'm a life coach. And so I have no problem expressing, communicating, and I mean direct and authentic. So if anything is there, good, bad, right, wrong, whatever, you know, I can be with it, I can share it, I can express it, I can receive it. And I was still very surprised. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm taken aback as far as what details to include and what details not to. I don't put my personal life out there in this much detail. But so what was there was a sense of joy and peace on my father's side. And I shared that with him because it made it easy for me to, you know, to connect with him, to meet with him, to progress. You know, it's a little rough, especially being a man, especially not having him in my life ever, and being a father and family and things like that, you know, letting him inside my own trust, you know, with the absence of healing from my childhood was and is interesting, because logically, you know, you know, as I say, I'm either numb to it or, you know, you can't leave that wound open all your life. So some time ago, over a decade ago, I got to peace or let go of holding on to anger. So that's not there. I chose to not have him in my life. And now in the place of rediscovery and creating a new relatedness, I am aware and present to, there is a healing that is required. You know, there were tears in conversation, and not even, well, yeah, on my side there's definitely tears of pain, but there were tears of joy as well. Here's what's really interesting is I got present to a missing. You know, when I shared with him and it brought him the tears, you know, that I could feel and sense the joy and peace in him wherever he is in life. That really just upped the emotional connection. I could just feel the love. I could feel the pride. I could feel that joy was from me. And what it just dug straight out of me was a missing. 33 years old, right? Life, kids, adolescence, youth, school, all that, without him there. And in literally under 60 minutes, just when you're authentic and in communication and just able to express yourself, to dig up a feeling of a missing. Like, even though I didn't have it for 33 years, I'm present to, wow, there's something about this man. The logic in me is like, what the fuck are you talking about? But the heart, the energy, the spirit, a feeling of, you know, I'm aware that I missed out on something not having this man there. And that's literally, you know, my thought process, the communication I have. You know, there was no relatedness before this meeting, so it befumbled me to just have that thought, and I had to share it with them. Like, I really am present to. And what immediately came up after that was the pain. And I shared that as well, that I don't know how it's going to show up, but there's, you know, 15 years, you know, of a little boy who had to deal with that and, you know, grow through that he's not going to be there, he's not coming, he doesn't want you, doesn't have time for you, whatever story I told myself, whatever, lock that away and put it up. And that's going to have to heal. So that was the experience. And today I've started something new. We're creating newly. I'm getting to know my father. I'm getting to hear his side. I'm getting to see his experience. And as an adult, as a man, as a father, as a husband, I can now take into account and process, and I can relate to. That was really what was profound, is the joy and happiness that was there for him. I'm aware of his struggles. I'm aware of his trials. I'm aware of our separation and angst and emotional things. And to see this, you know, my senior, this elder man, and just feeling that immense joy and love and genuine emotion, it was powerful. It was a powerful experience, powerful interaction. Looking forward to what we create going forward. And, okay, so I talk all the time, you know, we're all spiritual, we're all energy. And I even shared, if you haven't seen it, go watch the before video on Facebook. I shared that I had an issue, even sitting down at the table, I had an issue with us not having the relatedness. The logic in me has, like, you know, don't call me son, we don't need to hug, like, not out of a, you know, I'm going to be angry or pouty about our past. It's just, okay, I don't know you like that. Give it space. You're not inside my trust like that. Sitting there at that table, having that emotional connection, feeling what I felt in under 60 minutes with somebody I'd never met. Our relatedness, you know, while I was 10 to 15, he was in my life, you know, not nearly enough to leave it, not nearly enough to have a connection, and also in my youth, not even present to anything. But what I experienced in that 60 minutes, like, gives me beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm completely aware that that man gave me life. Like, I can sense that in it. Like, there's, you know, literally down to the biochemical, you know, the literal spirit of it. He contributed to my life, and I'm aware of it, and I can feel it in his presence. I don't know if it's just his love. I don't know if it's, just energy, all the stuff that we can't see and I can't explain. But to just share that, man, I don't know who else is talking to. I don't know who else it touches. I don't know who else can relate. I don't know who else anything. I'm just sharing what's going on in my life, what's going on in my world today. And this is a very personal live video. So yeah, I'd love to hear anybody else who can relate, anybody else who does have a story, anybody else who's thinking about or has gone through reconnecting with old relationships, non-existent relationships, creating relationships, long lost, heartbroken, other side of the world, adoption, orphan, whatever the story is, whatever the situation, father, son, mother, daughter, whatever. Hop on the conversation, join in. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're out there making it a wow Wednesday for yourself, because I most definitely did. Today is for the living, and I'm out here living this life. So yeah, I now have a relationship to my biological father after 33 years. So when do you want to live your life? Get related, drop the past baggage, create something new, be at peace and full of joy and love. In an hour or less, 60 minutes. Well, all you have is now o'clock. That's right, today is the best day of your life. It is the first day to the rest of your life. First day to the connection with my father. 33 years without. Let's see how many we can get on the clock. Interesting. In the meantime, I'll be right here on the Ave, hopefully not stuck in this ATL traffic. Wishing you the best and only success, people. Get out there and be powerful. And power looks a lot of different ways. Sometimes it's just a tear. Peace.